because that was a big cult back when I was in school. When Damon and I were in school,
remember.
it was big time. And there was news on that all the time. And with ATF involved, everything going on. And it was just crazy.
We probably watched it in civics class. We probably watched like the live feeds
and then the burning down of the place and everything that happened. And there was just so much news about that growing up. It was about 3 years ago. We ran down to Waco during kind of little Easter break or something, and it was to see Magnolia Lane, down the Chip and Joanne's and that stuff. And
Magnolia Lane.
Went down with my family, the Magnolia Farms or whatever it is. Not
remake houses.
On HGTV.
Yep.
But we're in Waco, and when I hear Waco, I only think of two things: Baylor University and David Koresh, the Branch Davidians.
Branch Davidians.
Because that was just craziness. So we had a few extra minutes, and I said to Kylie, you want to jump in the car and just go see where this thing was? And I kid you not, we're going, and I plop it in the old Google in the phone.
Yep.
And it leads us out there. I'm like, where are we going?
Way out in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, we're going out towards who knows where, middle of nowhere. And Kylie's like, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. Not such a good idea. It's daytime. No, wait, I'm going to see this place.
Yeah.
And we get out there on the gravel road, and everything is still marked out, labeled. The house that the undercover agents were in is, literally right there. We're sitting there, and there is still people in the Branch Davidian. It's gated there.
No.
And there are signs. Yes, I took pictures, and it was so eerie in the feeling.
It sounds like
it was just like, I don't know why, if it was just because of being in school when all that happened. Kylie's like, all right, let's get out of here. Because then somebody came out and was kind of looking, and you're just out in the middle of nowhere, and it's like, okay, we'll turn and
so
go.
hold on a minute. There's people that survived and are still...
There's people that are still living on that property.
That are
practicing that.
Davidian.
Yes.
Whatever.
And probably look at that incident as like the...
Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Jesus and David and the 12 disciples.
Yeah, craziness.
So they burned down their main facility, but people have rebuilt on that property.
Yeah, and there was other facilities, smaller ones on that property, and it was interesting.
Is there any tourist feel at all? Like
no.
Like no one's making T-shirts like
zero tourist feel.
Visit the gift shop on the way.
Yeah. And I wondered. I was like, I've got to, is this landmarked? Is there something there? And there was just the Branch Davidian sign. This is ours. There's little gates, and then outside of the gate there was a house, and I remember seeing it like the ATF agents or whoever was undercover for so long watching this place in that house, and that was still there.
Yeah,
it was interesting.
Well, we're gonna get into
it was eerie and creepy.
That sounds eerie. And we'll get into Jim Jones, but even up north, like you got to be careful, or not be careful, but people buy land, and all of a sudden you see all this activity, like what's going on over there? Oh, they're putting in a sect of some cult, and you can watch them do it, and then you're just like, okay,
Yeah.
Nothing you can do.
Nothing you can do.
No.
Well, it's weird you talk about there's not really anything like touristy about it or whatever, because there's nothing at the Guyana site either for this. Okay. I looked it up, and it's just jungle. Like there's no remembering. It's like people try to forget about this stuff.
Yes, sure.
And it's not. And the funniest part is me and Adam were watching the documentary, and above the their meeting area, it says, what was the quote? Something about
those who do not learn history are condemned to repeat it. And
sure, yeah.
It was just
ironic.
So fitting. Yeah, so fitting.
Because the pictures with all the bodies. Actually, we have the picture on here. We have the picture. It's all the bodies laying there, and the signs right there.